Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Hell's Kitchen recap.
Hey, let's start the recap by giving a shout out to White Caribou 23.
Woo!
It's our 750th show. How we doing? Okay, so...
Alright, last week, Charlie was sent home.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Giovanni and Seth hate each other. They're not getting along at all. I don't think Seth gets along with anyone.
Probably because he's like the worst chef on the team.
Probably.
Alright, so...
It's arguable, though. And, yeah, we find out that Robert is quite the entertainer.
Little comic relief, he does a great Gordon impression.
I would have said it was good.
Well, according to everyone else, it was great.
You know what? I guess if you're holed up in that hellhole with all those people, anything would seem great.
Yeah.
So, Gordon starts off the challenge by saying, who's the strongest?
So, the girls' team...
the mean girl said, well, it was probably just me and Andrea.
Carol said that.
Yeah. And Danny steps up for the guys and is like, dude, it's me.
And Ben was like, what the heck, bro? So, I don't really get why he did that. I think it was just to start trouble because it had no significance in the challenge.
Right.
Because Hell's Kitchen was opening for breakfast.
I love breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day.
Yeah, and they were serving breakfast for peewee footballers and cheerleaders.
Yeah, future wolves.
So, whichever team finished their service first wins, or won.
Seth started off by begging to be the egg station.
He's like, I know Gordon's great recipe and it's so good and delicious.
Yeah, I can do it. We're going to win, guys. We're going to win.
Yeah.
All right, so the girls will be cooking for the girls, and the boys will be cooking for the boys.
Yeah, there's 50 of each, so.
Right. Colleen, less cheering and more hash browns.
She's like, I still have it in my old uniform.
Well, anybody who is anorexic would. Sorry, did I say that out
I
loud?
don't think she's anorexic, but
all right,
annoying, yes, anorexic,
maybe
no.
she was a chubby child, I don't know. So Seth... You know it was going to happen. He cannot keep up with the egg demand because the scrambled eggs was the most ordered dish.
Shh, I love scrambled eggs.
I don't like them at all. The men took an early lead.
But then it came to a screeching halt.
One ticket each, kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the women pulled out ahead to win VCTIORY.
Colleen can't spell victory. It's kind of like Jerry on Strangers with Candy.
Yeah.
Hobo camp?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Colleen, yeah, I think she sacrificed some of her brain to fit back in that cheerleader costume.
I don't know, but the punishment for the men, they have to clean up the dining room, both kitchens, and they have to prep for both kitchens because there's going to be a dinner service that night.
Ladies, you're going camping.
Yeah, everyone was like, what?
I don't like camping.
And then he's like, Beverly Hills style.
Okay, get your bikinis. Some of you. Alright, so Danny and Ben, back at the dorms, fight over who's the better cook.
Yeah, and Ben throws out this one-liner. You couldn't cook my beep.
And it rhymes with shit. Because it was. Alright, so... Alright, so...
Was it? A couple of things could fit in there.
Yeah. I hope it wasn't something else, because that would just be bad.
Gross. Anyway, the ladies went to the Beverly Wilshire Hotel and just chilled out by the pool all day.
Gee, great reward.
Gordon wasn't even there.
I hate sitting outside in the sun.
Gordon wasn't even there.
Yeah, that wasn't very much of a reward, I don't think.
I know.
Maybe he had to go meet his girlfriend.
Economy.
Alright, so it's dinner service. The men's prep was not done when the ladies got back.
That's correct. They
that
didn't
is
finish
really
their
effed
punishment,
up.
which is not fair.
It isn't fair at all. You know, that is considered sabotage to moi. So...
It's time for dinner service, and everybody's messing up with the spaghetti.
Yeah, what's with the spaghetti? Giovanni's water wasn't boiling.
Coy was trying to cook before the things were ordered.
People do that every season. Don't you people watch the show? I know.
You're not good enough to do that.
So, yeah, in the unfinished prep was the tomato sauce. The tomato butter sauce.
So Gordon's like, all right, boys, cook it right now because they need it.
Right. And
so
Ben's really sucked.
Yeah, he tried to make it for them, and
he didn't taste it before he handed it over. And he was like, yo, got your sauce right here.
And they were like, no.
So
then
Danny, you do it.
Yeah.
So Koi's pasta dish was horrible when she finally did cook it. It was
Yeah.
undercooked, underseasoned.
Not enough lobster.
Yeah.
And then, on the men's team, Jay put a freaking core, or butt,
I don't know why they
in
call
the
it a
Caesar
butt.
salad.
Because to me, a butt is a hole, and that was like a plug. I don't get it at all.
Okay, so that's unacceptable.
And Ben's lamb chops were too thin. He was eating it, and he was like, yeah, what's wrong with this? And then, Robert, it's like carpaccio on a stick, man. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, Colleen is with L.A. on the meat station. I still don't know why they call her L.A.
I don't know. But she's getting pissed because she doesn't like all the chitter-chatter during dinner service.
Colleen is very needy, okay?
Hey.
Don't touch me. I don't like it.
All right, so...
Danny's stuck on the garnish station. And that's hard because the garnish station...
It's part of every meal.
Exactly. That's tough. Mm-hmm. And he's starting to lose it. He's not talking back to Gordon, and Gordon don't like that.
Yeah, you need to tell him how long it's going to be,
I know.
chef.
So, Seth is not paying attention to the orders. It was totally DCC. Do you know what a Shania is? It was totally like that. It was like...
Shania ball change.
Yeah. What was the order? I don't know, but I just used this cloth to wipe my face and then touch the food.
Ew, that was so disgusting.
Why did he do that?
He wiped his face and then used the same cloth to wipe a pan off. Ugh.
It was filthy and disgusting.
It was disgusting.
And Gordon totally called him out on it. I would have kicked his ass out of the kitchen right there because that is like biohazard.
Yeah. So everything was falling to crap, and it's time to shut it down.
Yeah, especially since there was no lobster in the lobster spaghetti.
We already said
Thank you,
that.
Koi. No, we didn't actually. Well, yeah, maybe we did, but that was like later on.
All right, so there were no winners for this dinner service.
That's like one of the first times where there was no winners.
No, he's done that a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I only remember like maybe one other time.
No, it's been a few times.
All right, well, I'll take your word for it. So both teams have to go back to the dorm and nominate two.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some words flying around,
Yeah.
and the mean girl totally called out
Carol.
Lacey. Carol. She called out Lacey. She
Carol
was like...
was one of the better ones.
Yeah, can you imagine if... no, you mean Lacey was.
I mean Lacey.
Can you imagine if Lacey was on the pasta station?
It would have been way worse.
What the hell was up with that?
No, and over at the men's team, they were all trying to nominate Ben because they don't like his attitude.
He wasn't having it.
And he's like, are you kidding me?
Are you telling me I was the worst from the beginning of this till now?
You couldn't cook my...
Whatever it is.
All right, so, back at nominations, Ramsey's like, I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
And the butt thing was ridiculous. Butthead.
Yeah, so that I'm thinking like, okay, they're going to nominate Jay. But no, they come out with Seth and Ben.
Oh.
And Ben was starting to go into flame mode.
Yeah.
He was just like...
And for the red team, Colleen and Lacey were nominated?
Yeah, Lacey announced the nominations and she was like, and myself, chef?
What about Koi?
Yeah, so then Gordon, of course, pulls out the... did she do that because she knew Gordon was going to do that? Because it was so obvious that Koi should have been nominated. Like, oh, she's a good egg.
Mm.
I don't know what her plan was, but it was pretty stupid, I thought. So it was the old Ben fake out. And my decision is...
Ben, get back in line. So then...
I hate when they do that.
Seth was sent home.
Yeah, he really deserved to be sent home.
It's a little overdue.
Although Koi pretty much could have been sent home too. She was dropping food on the floor and no lobster.
Anyway.
So Lacey gets put on the men's team.
What?
Robert's not too happy about it. He wants to be the only chubby on that team. So next time, Lacey, is she gonna go home? Is she gonna quit?
I doubt it, but she's talking about it.
And Robert, he unleashed his buttocks. I am never eating again, and my retinas are burned.
I think I just stabbed my eyes out with an ice pick.
Till next week, much love.